Guys, welcome to my vegan kitchen. I'm Michelle. So you guys are always asking for cauliflower recipes. Well, today I have one for you. It's easy, it's tasty, and it is delicious. General Tso Cauliflower. Come with me. I'm going to do it now. All right, so we have a beautiful head of cauliflower. Nice, easy recipe. This is gonna be good, guys. All right, I'm not gonna use this whole head of cauliflower. It's a little much. I'm only making this recipe for two, but if you guys are making it and you wanna make the whole head, it feeds a whole lot of people. So we're just gonna prepare this cauliflower and get it ready to be seasoned. I'm just gonna cut it in half. Like I said, I'm only using half of this. Break it down. I usually just go right into the center and start to loosen up all of these arms, just like that. And then I usually just break it down to bite-sized pieces. Whatever I can't break with my hand, I usually just go in with a knife and cut it into pieces that are suitable for just, bite size. Once I get the cauliflower into these smaller bite-sized pieces, we're just gonna wash it, and we're just gonna wash it under regular tap water. Not too hot, something maybe lukewarm to cool. And we're really gonna drain it off, make sure we get all the water out, place it back in the bowl, and then we're gonna season it up. I use my very own seasoning, my Vegan Kitchen Life all-purpose seasoning. I love it because it has everything all in there. It has the black pepper, it has the paprika, it has the salt, so I don't need to run and get any other seasoning. I'm gonna season up my cauliflower generously. So you guys can come in and see just like that. And I'm just gonna toss it, make sure all of the cauliflower gets seasoning on it, just like that. And then I'm just gonna set it aside. All right, so inside of an easy plastic bag, this is just like a zip closed bag, just like that. We're gonna add some flour. And don't worry guys, I will have all of the ingredients listed below. Inside of that bag with flour, we're gonna add some more of my all-purpose seasoning because you always wanna season your flour, right? So we get that in there, mix it around so our flour is nice and seasoned. All right, we got that all seasoned. Super easy recipe, guys. Then we're gonna grab some just egg. And this is just a vegan egg replacement. It's liquid eggs. And we're just gonna pour it right over the cauliflower. We're gonna keep this nice and easy. And just pour enough that you know it will coat. Come in close so you can see. So you know that it will coat your cauliflower. It doesn't have to be drenched. We just want it moist so that the flour will stick to the cauliflower. And I'm just using my hands. You don't have to. You can use a spoon. But I want to make sure I get that just egg, liquid eggs, all inside of the cauliflower. I want to get it in the nooks and crannies because I want when the flour to go on, it just easily adheres to the cauliflower, just like that. And this is a nice seasoned bath for my cauliflower. So this is well seasoned. So now that we have that all seasoned, you guessed it, we're going to pour it right in the bag. Yep, you know, Michelle, we're going to make it easy. We ain't got no time. We ain't got no time to be in here playing around. I'm going to zip my bag back up, and I'm just going to make sure all of the cauliflower gets coated with flour. You get it, cauliflower flour? All right. Ta-da! Easy, right? Everything is coated. All right. Now, we're going to head over to the stove. Let's go. All right, so now that we over here by the stove, we have a skillet, and I'm using a wok. I'm using a wok because it's deep and I can hold a lot of oil in it. I have my stove on medium high, and all we're gonna do is make sure that oil is hot, and we're gonna pop our cauliflower right in, and we're gonna make sure we fry it till it's golden brown, like moi. For you out there, go grab some tongs. For Michelle in the kitchen, I'm gonna use my hands. It's faster, it's easier, so I'm just gonna drop them in. Come in close so they can see. Let them see the sizzle and see my oil is nice and hot. I'm just dropping them in and they're frying up. And like I said, once it's golden brown, you are ready to take those babies out. All right, come on in so you guys can see. Look how pretty these babies are. They cooked up so pretty, nice and brown, like I said, nice and golden. So there's no real time. Just make sure once they're golden, they're ready to come out. We're just gonna use this fryer scooper and just place them in a bowl. You don't have to put paper towel underneath to absorb the oil. We kind of need that oil for the sauce. All right, let's move on. Add the second batch. All right, second batch done. Let's get these out. Look how pretty. And guys, keep in mind, we seasoned these up really nicely. So if you wanted to take some of this right now and have it just like this, you can eat it just like this. But we're going to make it really, really good with the sauce, all right? But just like I said, this is nice and seasoned. This is an easy way to eat cauliflower. This is kind of like fried chicken. Huh. So now that we have our cauliflower fried, we're going to make the sauce, the General Tso sauce or the Tso sauce that goes with it. All right. So what I have over here, I have garlic, finely chopped. I have some ginger, and I used fresh ginger, guys. Please don't use, this should be fresh ingredients here. Don't use anything that's pre-jarred. And all I did, I brought my little spoon so I could show you. I used like a thumb size, just like this much. And I took a serrated spoon and I just scraped off the skin, and then I used my knife to chop it up. If you don't have these Thai peppers, you can use regular red pepper flakes. But I like the Thai peppers. It gives it such a pretty color and it gives it a more authentic flavor. And then I have garlic, 1 to 2 cloves of garlic. You could just finely dice that. Now we're going to make the liquid part of the sauce. So let me grab my bowl. In this bowl, we're going to use a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, or what I'm going to use is liquid aminos. To me, soy sauce, liquid aminos kind of taste the same. This is a little bit saltier, so I'm not going to use the full, 1/4 cup. And I'll have the measurements for you guys. So if you don't want to use this, you can use that. But this is my 1/4 cup. The handle broke off, so don't judge me, all right? I'm not giving this little cup up. I'm going to fill that, not all the way, just 1/4 way. Because like I said, this is pretty salty. And then I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. Rice vinegar, all right, maple syrup. Like I said, I'll have the measurements. I'm kind of eyeballing it now because that's just how I roll. Got your maple syrup in there, or agave. You could use agave also. I'm also going to add some vegetable broth. All right, let's do 1/4. A vegetable broth. I made a little bit more just in case I need a little bit more because I have that much cauliflower. Sometimes I find that I just need a little bit more liquid, so I always have a little bit extra. But again, I will leave all of the ingredients listed below. And we're going to add cornstarch. And I'm just going to add a tablespoon of cornstarch. Put that in there. And then I'm going to use my whisk and make sure that is all combined very well and dissolved. All right, once I mix this up, I'm going to just leave that on the side so it continues to dissolve. I'm going to put this here, and we're going to head over here to the stove. Let's go. Okay, once we're over here, I have a small skillet. I switched out, so I'm not using the frying pan or the wok that I used to fry anymore. I have a smaller skillet. I'm just going to add to this skillet some sesame oil. Again, like I said, I'll have the measurements for you guys. Within the sesame oil, I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. So I'm going to add the ginger. I'm going to add my Thai peppers. Now, if you like it spicy, these Thai peppers, you could just give them like a little bit of a slit so that they could release some of the spice, the seed. But if you don't, you could just leave them there for presentation. They just look pretty. And then I'm going to add the garlic. So we allowed our garlic and our ginger to saute for about 1 to 2 minutes, right? Come on in so you can see what that looks like. The peppers are dancing in the pot. Isn't that the prettiest thing? And in here smells so good. The ginger, oh, everything smells so good. So now that we have that all nice and sauteed, I'm going to keep this on medium. I'm going to add my mixture. So let me just make sure this is like completely mixed up, right? So make sure there's no cornstarch settling on the bottom. And we're just gonna pour that right in. I turn my stove down a little bit low because that cornstarch thickens up pretty quickly. And we just, as you can see it's starting to thicken up, and that's what we're looking for, a beautiful, glossy, thick sauce. You saw how quick that happened? That's what we're looking to do. Okay, there we go. That sauce is beautiful, it's done, and it's ready. We're gonna turn the stove off. All right, so I grabbed my cauliflower. I'm gonna place it right in the pan. All right, remember, we removed it from the heat because we don't want it to thicken up anymore. And we're just gonna gently toss our cauliflower with our General Tso sauce. Get it all in there. All right, guys, it's all done. So let's plate it up. I'm not gonna waste any time with this. We're just gonna get it right on the plate. Come in so you can see what that looks like. Perfect, perfect. Let's get that one pepper on top. That's it right there. Let me get a fork. All right, guys. So as you can see, I got right to the point. There's no rice. I'm trying to cut back on rice a little bit, so I didn't show it or suggest it with rice. But guys, you can have steamed jasmine rice with this. You can have it with like a baked potato. So here we go. Let's try this one right here. All right, let's dig in. That's what it looks like. It's nice and cooled down too, right? Nobody would even know until they bite into this that this is cauliflower. But let's taste it. Perfect. See, a lot of times when I want a really good treat, this is how I like it. It's so good. You guys got to try this recipe. It's super easy, as you can see, right? Took no time at all to make. All the ingredients you probably already have in your pantry. Another quick and easy recipe from My Vegan Kitchen. Thank you guys for joining me in My Vegan Kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe. Click on that link, tap on that bell, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.